It's The Bert Show.
Time to get buzzed on the hot goss from Hollywood with Abby. It's The Bert Show's Entertainment Buzz.
Well, speaking of people who are being very honest on social media, Zach Bryan and his girlfriend got very candid about a traumatizing car crash that they were in pretty recently. So if you don't know who Zach Bryan is, he's a really huge up-and-coming country singer. He's becoming one of the best big new artists right now, and he's dating somebody who works for Barstool Sports. Her name is Brianna Chicken Fry. It's not her real last name, but that's how people know her, Brianna Chicken Fry. And she says that they were in a traumatizing side-by-side car crash. Their car flipped several times. Everything shattered. If they weren't wearing seatbelts, she says they would have been decapitated.
Yikes.
So she went on her TikTok to say, if you take one thing away from my social media page, it's wear your seatbelt.
I will be that annoying person. I will spend the rest of my life saying wear your seatbelts. I've always been a seatbelt wearer just because my parents always made me, and in high school, a neighborhood friend passed away and wasn't wearing a seatbelt. But I was never the person to be like, put your seatbelt on, wear your seatbelt. I was like, people are going to do what they want to do. Not anymore. I'm going to be that helicopter, stupid, annoying friend that's like, put your seatbelt on or the car's not moving. If you get anything from me, anything from me that I've ever posted in my whole entire social media career in the past 5 years is wear a seatbelt. If we didn't have our seatbelts on, we would be literally decapitated, or broken necks, or dead. So, are you going to get in a car today? Put your seatbelt on. Put it on.
Yeah, it's hard to drive without a head.
Yeah, it is.
That's good
Yeah.
advice.
Yeah. So if you don't have your seatbelt on, it'd be a good time to buckle up PSA.
You just bought that Peach Pass. That's costing you money. Man, you'll lose your head over something like this.
The way people drive in the city, I wouldn't dare go on a road and not put my seatbelt on.
Facts.
Do you guys want to hear about Meryl Streep's favorite spicy scene from a movie
That she participated in?
participated in?
She had a spicy scene in a movie?
A love scene. A couple of, scenes where they do it.
I mean, the amount of movies that Meryl Streep has been in, she's had to have had a couple of love scenes.
Bridges of Madison County.
I don't recall one. She might have. Not memorable.
Bridges of Madison County. That movie was huge. Her and Clint Eastwood getting it on.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, well, Meryl Streep apparently has a favorite because she's currently at the Cannes Film Festival, which is where my French boyfriend lives, and has still not hit me up about plane tickets to fly me out there after that social media scheme that we participated in to try to get me to a wedding in France by the stranger on the internet. Anyway,
If you missed it, you should have been there.
Yeah, you listen to the Bert Show podcast. It's somewhere on there. Anyway, Meryl Streep was asked by Variety magazine there about her favorite love scene, and surprisingly enough, she mentions one that has no actual intimacies in it. She referenced a scene in a movie called Out of Africa where she starred with Robert Redford.
That's a throwback.
TBT. And I was like, I never heard of that movie. So she says, quote, it's an intimate scene in a way because it's so personal. We've seen so many scenes of people just doing it, but we don't see that loving touch, that care. So she's talking about a scene where she's like near a river, and I guess Robert is like washing her hair, and it's more of a personal scene rather than one where you're actually just getting naked and getting it on. She said that it took a while for Robert to get it right because they filmed it in Africa. There were so many hippos nearby, and obviously hippos kind of dangerous. Not really known for being safe. And he was really nervous. So Meryl's stylist had to jump in and show him how to wash her hair. She said Robert took the lesson and he got really into it. And he was great. By take 5, I was so in love. I didn't want it to end that day, even in spite of the hippos.
How about that hot pool scene she had making out with Nev Campbell in that one movie?
Okay, that was Denise Richards, you weirdo. But I was about to ask you.
How did you get those two mixed up?
It was a joke.
Yeah. All right, really quick though. Do you all have a favorite love scene from a movie? Because I do.
What is it?
I do not.
A favorite?
Yes.
I mean, if you say, then you're creepy.
No, you're not.
A favorite love scene.
So my favorite love scene of all the movies, and this is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Santa Claus 2.
I loved it when he made it shake like a bowl full of jelly. No, Last of the Mohicans. one of my all-time favorite movies, and it's the love scene between Daniel Day-Lewis and Madeline Stowe when the war is raging and they're up on the top of the fort, and then they're just overcome by emotion, and then the way their long hair intertwining. Oh, it's amazing.
They're having sex while a war is going on right underneath them?
Yeah.
Damn, that's intense.
Yeah, it is.
That's good focus.
It's good distraction.
I don't. I know back in the day, my go-to movie was Top Gun, because that scene with Tom Cruise and Kelly
Take
McGillis.
my breath away.
Yeah, I went back to that movie a couple times.
I don't have a favorite one, but I know the most interesting one to me is always in Higher Learning. John Singleton was filming it, and he was actually dating Tyra Banks at the time that he was filming her love scene with Omar Epps, and I always thought that was interesting.
Oh, that would be different.
I can imagine, yeah, you filming
all
your lady.
parties involved. Tay too.
Well,
You ever sitting with your parents watching a movie on HBO and one of those breaks out and you're like, oh, this is so freaking uncomfortable.
I walk away every time.
As a Bridgerton fan, nothing will ever beat I Burn For You. And then when they get it on, it's spicy. All right. I thought we were supposed to do it this break, but it's actually next break. Who paid attention to eBuzz the most this week? I'm putting the Bert Show to the test. Coming up next on The Bert Show.
The Bert Show.